Yo, traders, how are we? Welcome back to Simply Forex. Lovely to see your faces. How are you? Yeah, hope you're having a good trading day or even a good trading week. I'm quite happy this week because England won the football at the weekend on penalties. Yeah, so there you go. Some of you may not care about the football, but we do care about football at Simply Forex. The editor is an England and Liverpool nutcase. We're not gonna talk about football for 40 minutes, but for the next 40 minutes, guys, I am all yours, right? So you can talk to me about anything to do with trading. Ask me any questions you like. Perhaps it's a currency pair that you're in and you would like help with. Perhaps it's a question about strategy, money management, psychology. Maybe it's a question about an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. I'm only joking. I can't help you with that. But anything to do with trading, guys, don't be shy. Yeah, come ask me. Also, just say hello. Just drop a little message in the live chat. Say, hello, Tom. How the devil are you? I have a question for you. All right, so yeah, that's the plan of attack, guys. For the next 40 minutes, ask as many questions as you can. I will answer them. I'm also going to show you a trade that I took this morning, and I took profit. It was exactly as my analysis vid suggested, so we'll also take a look at that. And also, guys, what else we're going to do? There's more. There's no news, so normally we look at news. Let's take a quick look at the economic calendar. So there's no news, but we must be aware of this later on because I am still in a US dollar pairs, right? But this won't happen until 6 o'clock my time. So we've got another 2 hours until this happens, right? So yeah, must be aware of that, guys. But yeah, that won't happen during a live stream. Yeah, so there you go. There's the plan. We have someone come in and say hi. Father Sunglasses, get my teeth in. Father Sunglasses, hi, how are you? And Father Sunglasses, you always have a question. I appreciate that. So let's answer Father Sunglasses' question first. How do you stay jolly? I notice you always come on with a positive mindset, attitude. What is the secret? Vodka is the secret, Father. I'm only joking. I have just had an alarming amount of coffee, right? That helps. But no, just in general, really, just have a positive mindset. Yeah. And I enjoy, I guess it comes from doing something that I enjoy. I enjoy my job, if you like. Yeah. I enjoy trading. That's my job. And I enjoy it. And I also enjoy, teaching others and passing some of this knowledge on. So yeah, I enjoy what I do. Yeah. I think that's the secret. There you go. Do what you enjoy. All right, guys. So Father Sunglasses, always enjoy your questions. But let's start with the trade I took earlier on, guys. All right. So Euro pound. Yeah, I normally show you. I can show you my trade. Let's have a quick look at the Discord channel. Right. So here you go, guys. Here is the Discord channel. This is the VIP Discord, right? I'm assuming you can see it. The editor will soon tell me if you can't. But this was the trade that we took earlier. All right. So Euro pound sell. This was the entry. This was the stop loss. And this was the take profit, right? And we literally hit TP about an hour and a half ago, right? So yeah, that was the trade. It's the only trade we've had today. And you can also see all the other things we look at in here, guys, right? We test run strategies. This is the VIP Trading Academy with everything we focus on in terms of education. So yeah, come check it out. Be part of it. So yeah, let's just look at this Euro pound trade. So it was simply this, guys, right? We was in this uptrend. Okay, and then price broke out of this trend line, right? I cannot draw diagonal lines with this pen, as you've probably noticed, but you see the blue line, we have broken out of that trend line, okay? Not only that, we also broke through this level here. So this was a pretty important level through here as well. All right, and this is the day chart. Let me just show you the weekly chart as well, because this supported our idea. Yeah, we broke this important level here. Price was in a downtrend. We got this nice big bearish weekly candle as well, right? Let me zoom in so you can see that. Okay, and the idea was just to take it back down to these lows. Now, if we drop down to the this is more of a H1 trade actually, guys, right? And I'm going to show you a smaller time frame channel that we had here that acted as confluence for my trade, right? So I was going to enter, once we saw a bearish H1 candle in this zone, right? And that's exactly what I did. We got a bearish candle. I entered, put my stop loss above here, right? Even a bit further above. And the idea was just to come down to 8442, right? And I literally just, closed the trade and then price shot back up. So exactly what I planned to happen happened, right? It's not always the case, but it did in this case. And then if I just show you the 15-minute chart, guys, I also wanted to see a breakout of this trend line channel. So price kept obeying this trend line, and then eventually this broke down as well, right? So this was just another piece of confluence, I told you I can't draw diagonal lines, but this was just another piece of confluence that we broke out of this trend line on the M15 as well. I don't use the M15 for anything else other than another piece of confluence. Like if we get an M15 structure break, or we get a break in structure or a breakout of a trend line, I will use the 15-minute chart for that. Okay. So there you go, guys. I'm still in this trade, right? It'll be interesting to see what this H4 candle does, right? If this H4 candle stays like this, right, I will just close the remainder of the trade, because as you know, I close 80% here, right, with a view to it potentially, coming further, and it can. But if I end up with a H4 candle like this, I'll probably just close the remainder of the trade for a small profit as well. So there you go, guys. That was Euro Pound. You saw my trade idea taken from the VIP Trading Academy. And yeah, those were the reasons for my trade. Right, what else? The reason for my jolliness, Prathish is alluding to, is Tom's phone is full of Gal Gadot pics. That's the secret. This is also true. Yeah, you know me well. Yes, Father Sunglasses, do what you enjoy. There's a saying, if you do what you enjoy for a living, you will never work another day in your life. Yeah, I can't remember who said that, but that is a saying. Brett, how are you, mate? Afternoon, Brett. Skelts, how are you? Brett would like to take a look at silver. Okay, we can certainly do that. And Waja Lalbaja, I like the name. It rhymes. I feel as if I should sing that. Waja Lalbaja. Hello, how are you? All right, so we can take a look at silver, guys, as well. So that was my trade from today. Yeah, okay, let's take a look at silver. I like gold for buys, right? So silver and gold are highly correlated positively. Like if gold moves up, silver generally moves up. Nothing's perfectly correlated, but generally that's the case, okay? So let's take a look at silver. And let's do a thorough top-down analysis of silver, right? So there's a level I need to put in, okay? And I'm going to say this is the level, okay? I'm going to take it down to 32, because that's a psychological level, right? So I'm going to say that as an important level. I mean, this was an important level. I'm actually going to take this out, right? This is what's called chart spring cleaning, right? And I'm going to put in my new zone here. And every time you trade silver, you must also say, ha ha, because pirates trade in silver. I apologize, guys. I have to entertain myself. So this is the weekly chart, right? So these levels are more up to date now, right? And you must do that, guys. Your support and resistant levels, have a spring clean, yeah? Refresh them, yeah? Like you should your bed sheets, right? Let me have a quick coffee. So there you go. And if you look at the weekly chart, you would be all over buys, right? You would. There's a little bit further to go. And this 32 level would be a nice target, right? But let's carry on the analysis. So weekly's telling me to buy. Let's drop to the day chart now. And this is also telling me to buy. This is similar to gold in the fact that we had this kind of descending triangle. This is exactly the same as gold, right? We had this descending triangle, and then it, eventually price breaks out of this level. So price has broken out of the trend line, but it's also broken these highs. So we can clearly see we are getting higher highs, and we are in an uptrend. All right. Again, I would look to take price up to this 32 level. So everything is telling us to buy. There is a level here, right? This level here, there is a level, right? It's not, what's the word? It's not supported by many other levels. If I drew a support and resistance level here, it's not supported, right? If I go left, there's no other level that supports this level. You can see this level is supported by this level, right? These levels are supported by these levels. This is not supported by another level, but I would still be conscious of that level, right? But having said that, we're looking for buys, yeah? Weekly and daily have said we can buy this. Even yesterday's candle, I like this bottom wick. So if you said to me, Tom, looking at the daily candles, who's in control of the market? I would say buyers, right? Yeah. Still buyers. Buyers, nothing. Buyers, even this candle, buyers are in control, right? So, this is almost like should be included in my analysis vid, right? But I was conscious of this level. Now, so remember, guys, daily, weekly give us our direction. Okay, now we're going to look on the H4 and H1 to see if we can find areas where we would buy this commodity. And I mean, there's this level here, right? Clearly a level. I say we have to include the bottom wick now. But yeah, what was once, right, H4's come up. What was once resistance, when it breaks, retests, becomes good support. And so far, it has proven to be good support. And we are above the moving average 20, right? So this was the entry in here, right? But let's look at the H1, yeah, to see if we can still get in on this pair, right? And I mean, if we look at the H1, this is a level, really, guys, right? Because this is the last H1 level. And we're getting a bit of a reaction here. So if you just follow H1 structure, right, this is where we're at, really. Okay, so we're in a downtrend on the H1, but H4 is in an uptrend. Now, just looking at these two levels, right, you could wait for a break of this level. Okay, let's say we get a nice bullish candle through this level. This just confirms, well, this is a break of structure on the H1, but it's just reaffirming the H4 uptrend, right? And we can start buying from here, yeah? Or you might get a retrace back down to this level, right? And you could look to buy from this level as well. As it looks right now, you know, we're getting lots of bullish candles. This wick is quite bullish, right? So, yeah, potentially it might break this level today. And to be quite frank with you, that's what I want, because I'm in a gold buy trade. Okay, so yeah, silver is a buy for me. All right, so Brett, I hope that helps. I hope you also think this. So there you go, guys. Right, who else is in the house? So let me mention this, guys. Yeah, if you enjoy my analysis, firstly, please come and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, smash the notification button, and if everyone could please smash the like button. Also, guys, on our channel, right, if you would like to talk to like-minded traders, yeah, share ideas and knowledge, then please come join our free Discord channel, right? Don't be lonely. Come join our free Discord. That's our motto. I don't think it is, but there you go. Also, guys, if you would like more than that, if you would like my trade signals, which I showed you with Euro Pound earlier, and you would like access to numerous tutorials, right, to help you learn, and you would like direct access to me, as in you can ask me questions, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. All right. And right now, if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, you can get access to these things. All right. So also check out our promo with our preferred brokers, guys. All right. So check it all out. It's all in the it's all on our channel. It's all in the video description, and the editor is firing links at you like a nutter, like England were firing penalties into the goal Saturday night. Like, in fact, like the editor was firing pints down his neck on Saturday. This is true. Crazy guy. There is no better job than trading. Totally agree. What else we got here? Good afternoon, Michael. How are you? Prathish, how much is your profit percentage every month on average? It really varies, right? But Prathish, really, you want to come join the VIP Trading Academy. Yeah, there you can see all of my trades and you can gauge this better. But last year on average, we averaged 4.5% a month, right? And so far this year, we are averaging roughly 2% a month, okay? But we still got 6 months of the year to go, all right? So there you go. It depends, you know, you know, 1 month you could have like minus 3%, right? And then you could have another month, which is like plus 13%, which is literally what's happened to me this year, right? So on average, right, is what you're after, but you're really going to have times where your trading is hot, right, and you're going to have really good spells, and you can have some crazy months, guys, you know, like 13%. I think I even had a 17% last year, right? But then you're also going to have months where you lose, okay? So just know that, and, you know, and understand that's just part of trading, but your edge will play out over the year. Right, so Prathish, there you go. And like I say, all my trades and all the results are all in the VIP Trading Academy, so go check it out. Right, Shreyas, can you check pound Swiss franc, please? Yes, I can. Let me have a quick drink of coffee. Pound Swiss franc. I'm seeing Swiss franc strength in the markets, by the way. You know, as in from yesterday and today. And again, let's do a top-down approach. So this is a tricky one, right? Because, well, I'm going to ask everyone a question now, right? So, guys, please don't be shy. Please get involved. Let's help Shreyas understand pound Swiss franc, okay? Now, looking at the weekly chart, first of all, right? Pound Swiss franc, what is the trend? Right, so everyone get involved, guys. Yeah, you want to learn trading, you know, put your money where your mouth is. What do you think? Right? Yeah, it will help you. Yeah, don't be afraid. There's no wrong answers. There are. No, there's no wrong answers. So pound Swiss franc weekly chart. What is the trend? Everyone, let me know. Yeah, just leave a comment in the live chat. Okay, Father Sunglasses, that's an interesting question. I'll answer that in a bit once we've finished looking at this. Niraj will answer your question shortly. Right, so we've got a few answers. A few answers are in. Let me draw this across. So, Brett, uptrend. Michael, downtrend. Prathish, uptrend. Father, sunglasses, downtrend. Shreyas, uptrend. Evans, bullish. So, straight away, right, we have got 4 uptrends and 2 downtrends. So straight away, that doesn't fill me with confidence, right? Because the chart's difficult to read. Now, you can argue both, okay? So are you seeing, so everyone who said uptrend, you're seeing this. Okay? And very difficult to disagree with that. If you see this, right, this is even, let's begin back here. We're getting higher lows, these lows held, and we're getting higher highs, right? I agree, very difficult to disagree with that, right? But also, right, what about this? If you're seeing that as a low, we're in a downtrend, right? So for me, it's a little bit subjective, right? It is, it's a little bit subjective, all right? Which one am I more inclined towards? Neither really, but I'm aware of both, okay? So, you know, you're both right. That's the problem here. And that's the problem with trading sometimes. Both parties think they're right, which is a good thing because you need buyers and sellers to match, right? But you can put in an argument for both of those ideas, okay? Now, whether you think it's a buy or a sell, whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend, we are at resistance here. Okay, we are, right? So it's a tricky one for me. The weekly chart is really tricky. The one thing I would say as well, we're above the moving average 20. So I would be inclined to buy this back up to here. Okay. Now, because the weekly chart is a tricky little sausage, right? And we're going to get t-shirts, right? We're going to make some merchandise that says tricky little sausage, right? And we're going to get them mass produced. Oh dear. We are going to start making t-shirts. Me and the editor, I know we've been, you know, talking about this for years, but we're busy with many things, right? But we will do that one day. Anyway, because that weekly is tricky, look at the monthly chart. Now, if you look at the monthly chart, right, and oh, no, I don't need, let's get rid of that. I'm just going to create this. I'm going to add to this. So the monthly chart is at an area of resistance and it hasn't broke. So again, I mean, to be honest with you, this is leading me further down the, you know, what's the word, the rabbit hole, right? So weekly and monthly is difficult, right? That, you know, and I don't want difficult. Yeah, I want nice and easy to follow trend. Okay, let's carry on. Let's look at the day chart. Okay, now the trend here is obvious, right? This is far clearer. This, I'm going to even say that, okay, is in an uptrend. We now have higher highs, right? We haven't made a new higher low. Yeah, we don't know where that will be. Will it be there? Will it be here? Will it come all the way back down here? The truth is we don't know, right? So what will we be looking for? So straight away, yeah, we're in an uptrend, but do you want to buy it? I don't, right? Because just look at these top wicks, right? I even know yesterday's candle, I appreciate that is bullish, but look at the wicks. There is massive rejection at this level, all right? I'm not saying it won't break through that, but I don't want to trade into that now. And I want to buy this pair because ultimately I want to be with day trend. Okay, so for me, there's no trade at the moment. Okay, so let's carry this on. Let's see if this is going to equate to a retrace. And if we got a retrace to potentially something like back down to here, I mean, I'm also going to include this wick here, right? There's a level through here, yeah, and the moving average 20. We got a retrace down to here. This could be a really nice buy opportunity. But up here, there's no value. So let's look for more clues to see if we can work out what's going to happen. And that's when I say work out what's going to happen, that's not me having a crystal ball and rubbing it. And, you know, I don't know if you rub a crystal ball. I'm confusing the Aladdin and the lamp with a crystal ball. But anyway, let's see if we can predict the future using facts. That's what we're trying to do. Now, we had a few gap ups the other day, right? And gap downs. There was a gap down. But look at this H4 level. That is one very stubborn resistance level, right? Come up, sellers. Come up, sellers. Come up, sellers. Come up, sellers, right? Also, I would say we've had a break of these lows with this candle here, but that was on a gap down. So it does make price action trickier to read when we have these gap ups and gap downs. But technically that's a lower low. So if you can, you know, if you think about that, we are in a H4 downtrend, and this is where we're at, right? And you can also see, if we look on the H1, this is the H4, but if you look on the H1, there is going to be a box of indecision. And if we get a break, I would say we would potentially have a good sell on our hands. But I won't sell it because it's against day trend, right? But let's do that. Let's look at the H1. Let's get some more information. Now, that's that level I'm talking about. Right, so price has come up, and just look at it. It doesn't know what to do with itself. Just look at that. That is a currency pair saying, I don't know. Yeah, that's what the currency pair is telling us. Yeah, you have sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers. You know, it's just consolidation. Right, and you guys who have been a member of my channel for a while, I like consolidation because price has to go somewhere, right? So if we started breaking above here, then okay, we could continue on buying, yeah, and that would break all those daily wicks that I was talking about, right? But if this level breaks, then I think we have room to the downside and could potentially take price back down to that low. So I wouldn't be touching pound Swiss franc until we get a break out of this, right? And then we know, because so just so you understand the psychology of consolidation usually happens at an area where there is conflict, right? And when I say conflict, I mean between buyers and sellers, right? You've got buyers and sellers just hitting each other. Yeah, that's all they're doing. Yeah, buyers, sellers, buy, and it's getting so contracted that this will fly somewhere soon. And then all I want to see is a winner. If buyers win, you can, follow the wins. I'm sure you've heard that phrase on a few trading vids. Yeah, and that's what we want to do, though, generally. We want to follow the wins, right? And if the wind says the buyers are winning, we buy. And if the wind says the sellers are winning, we follow the sellers, right? But we don't trade this. This is just pooey, yeah, for the want of a better word. So there you go, guys. All right. So Shreyas, I hope that helps with pound Swiss franc. So father sunglasses. This is a good question, right? So how do you become consistent at something, whether it's trading or anything in life, right? And consistency comes from doing the right things every day and repeating them every day, right? Like that may sound obvious, but that's all it is, right? So I have the same routine every day, right? I don't find it dull or boring, right? Although that's how I describe my trading, but I enjoy the challenge of the markets and reading charts and trading. But ultimately, I want it to be very methodical, very routine based, and dull and boring. Yeah, just like me. Okay, but I do. Jokes aside, that's what I want, right? So I wake up at the same time. I do my analysis. I have my breakfast. I go down the gym. I come back, load up the charts. I've already done my analysis. Yeah, I do a few things on YouTube. And my day is the same. The routine is the same, okay? Because it just gets you in the mindset for consistency. If I woke up at 6 a.m. one morning and then did X, Y, Z, and I woke up at 10 a.m. the next day and did a slightly different routine, it's just not conducive to consistency. Like if you're we got the Olympics coming up, right? And you're a high jumper. I don't know why I chose high jumping, but there you go. I prefer triple jumping. Let's say you're a triple jumper. The man or woman in training is practicing the triple jump, right? And I'm sure they wake up, have the same breakfast full of nutrients and protein, and go to the practice stadium and and do the same things, right? Meet with their trainer, etc. And that creates consistency, and as a result of consistency you get performance, right? And that's to me that's common sense, but that's what you need in your trading. You don't want to be all over the show. If your routine and the things you do daily are all over the show, your mind will be all over the show, right? And that's not what we want. We want you focused, calm, and a little bit bored. So father sunglasses, I hope that helps. Niraj, hi Tom, do you use any indicator other than the moving average? No. And the only thing I will look at, so if you look at my chart, right, the only thing here is the moving average 20, right? This blue line is the moving average 20. And this is the mean or the average of this pair, right? Over the last 20 candles. And this is tracking the last 20 candles. That's like the average price, right? Now, if you see something trending, right, like this was, it's just, it's not an exact science, but it's just really good for using as dynamic support or resistance. I mean, here it's not an exact science, but it comes back above the moving average 20 and then it continues, right? And it just proves to be a good dynamic support or resistance, right? So I use it for that. It also tells me if something is, let's find an example, right? If something's quite, you know, oversold or overbought. So right down here, where, you know, moving average 20 was about here at that point, you know, this is very oversold. It's very far from the average, right? I know some people use RSI for this, but I can just use the moving average 20 and it tells me, right? So that's basically why I use it. And also, generally speaking, if we're above the moving average 20, I'm looking for buys. If we're below, I'm looking for sells, right? But I will use a fib level, right? From, you know, to support what I'm seeing in the market. Okay, so let's drop, I don't know, let's drop down to the H4. Here's a good example, right? So H4, we've had a structure break and a retrace, right? Now, first and foremost, look at the bounce off the moving average 20. That is a thing of beauty. If you just entered there, stopped below here, you would have had a marvelous trade, right? So look how good the moving average 20 is there. But also, right, obviously we know this level here is support and resistance, support in this case, but you can, you know, back this up with a fib, right? And in this case, I'll just find the low and the high, okay, right? And at this level, yeah, just what a level this is, right? It's just another piece of confluence. So I've chosen the low and the high, right? And I've plotted my fib level. And these three levels are the important ones, right? I'd even say 0.5 is the most important. And just look at that level. Not only was it support here, right? We've got the moving average 20, we've got the 0.5 fib level, and just look at the reaction you get. People are also using these indicators, right? Fibs are very, very used. So it wouldn't hurt to look at fib levels, right? But just look at the ping we get off that level. Yeah, look at the ping you get there. It's got, you know, let me put in a, it's got this level, right? Just a normal support level, right? So it's got a normal support level because of this candle. It's got the 0.5 fib and it's got the moving average 20, right? Even if, you know, this was against daily trend, you would put money on that pinging off that level, okay? And that's what we do with trading. Yeah, we put money on trades that we think are high probability. But other than that, that's it, really. Yeah, I've been looking at, yeah, I don't want to confuse things. I've been looking at average true range because of our new straddle strategy. I thought it would help with that, but no, I just use moving average 20 and I will look at fibs as well. So Niraj, I hope that helps. Father Sunglasses, stay out of trend subjectivity. Yeah, you know, again, you know, a lot of trading is just common sense stuff. If the trend isn't clear, stay out, right? Or if the trend on 2 time frames or 3 time frames is very conflicting, stay out, right? Simple as that. Yeah, I want everyone pulling in the same direction when I trade. Okay. So yeah, you know, again, but that's just, you know, it's logical, common sense stuff, right? And that's price action for you. If you understand what makes up price action, then you can apply logic to the market. right? And I only deal in, this is a really important point, right? I never have a feeling about a trade, right? I don't have, oh, I think pound Swiss franc is going to be a buy, or, you know, or because of all the, you know, euro elections and stuff. Oh, I think euro US dollar is a sell. I never have any preconceived ideas about any currency pair ever. Okay. Having said that, yen has been making me stay out. Anyway, but generally speaking, guys, right? I just don't. All I rely on is price action, and price action gives me cold, hard facts. It gives me cold, hard data. And from that data, you can extract a good trade. And if you think of trading, all it is crunching data, right? As with so many things in businesses, it's all about crunching data, you know, whether it's marketing and sales and the relationship between those two, that's crunching data, right? Whether it's the relationship between the daily and the H4, right? And trend, candlesticks, support and resistance, that's crunching data. Yeah, all the big companies do it. And remember, your trading account, and you as a trader, it's your company, right? It's your company. So, you know, keep crunching the data. You keep doing the hard work, right? So some people don't want to get up in the morning and, right. So look on the right here, guys. I look at 28 currency pairs. I look at some indices and some commodities, right? Some people don't want to get up in the morning and crunch 28 pairs of data, right? But I enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoy it. I think, right, you know, if I can find something out of all of this data, you know, then great. You have to be quite analytical. Okay. There's no room for impulse in trading. Yeah, you've got to put in the work, you've got to crunch the data, you've got to come out with a plan once you've crunched that data. Yeah, there's no, you know, I just wake up, right, I come to my screen, I say, oh look, there's a H1 structure break, let's start selling. You're going to get killed, right? You've got to put in the time. There's no shortcuts, unfortunately, with anything you do or anything worth doing. There's no shortcuts, right? You've got to put in the time to analyze each currency pair. If you can't be bothered to do that, don't expect good results. If you can be bothered to do that, good for you. You'll eventually get some results with trading. All right. So there's my little rant. I like a little rant now and again. And there you go. Right, we haven't got time to cover the yen pairs. Yeah, sorry guys, we've run out of time, but don't forget to join me same time again tomorrow, guys. Right, I do the live stream every day except Friday and Mondays at the moment, because we're doing a price action masterclass, and if you want to be part of that, then come join it. But yeah, every day, 8 a.m. Is it 8 a.m.? Yes, it is. 8 a.m. New York EST time. Come join us for more of the same, guys. All right. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. Check out all the promos we got at the moment. You might enjoy some of them. All right, guys, have a great trading day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.